So I had something come to me on my way home this morning. And I'm to the place in my walk. I don't move in fear. I don't need protection. I have all the protection I need with God, the divine, the Most High, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, my consciousness that resides inside of me. I don't need protection. It's taken me a long time to get to this place. It's very freeing when you get to this place and you do not move in fear. You know what will be, will be. What is destined for you will make its way to you. And if it hasn't, it's not meant to. And if it's in the past, it's in the past. And if you're supposed to reconnect, then you will. If you're not, it is in the past. And you are grateful for the experiences. You're grateful for the memories. You're grateful for the love. You're grateful for the friendships. You're grateful for all of it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And then you just keep trudging along. And you go into your everyday and you be better. You be better, right? So often enough in my little community, the last couple of years, I've really picked up on the military presence in my testimony. I live in a military community, born and raised here, and I've picked up on it in this PSYOP, this Truman Show that I find myself living in. You can't tell me I'm not living in one. It's blatantly shown to me on the daily basis, blatantly. And it is what it is. I've come to terms with it. I hope everybody else has come to terms with it because I have. It's like you wanted to make me the show. You wanted to put me on this freaking platform against my will, me not knowing about it. Nobody ran it by me. I didn't want to be the star of the show. I didn't want to be the talk of the town. It's the last thing I wanted. But yet that's where we're at, right? And so it's just come to me because I started picking up on things on the roads and things like that have been this way for years now. And it's getting thick. It's getting really pretty thick here recently in the last couple of months. It's getting chaotic. I mean, obviously the roads are already chaotic now. And I'm sure we'll start seeing people talk about how bad the roads are, just like the technical difficulties that keep flying high, as well as the forgetfulness. I mean, this whole PSYOP is just so funny. Oh my God. Y'all are a hoot. Why don't you pour this money back into the economy? Let's literally start helping, make America better. I mean, I don't understand it, but to each to their own, okay? That said, I've been picking up on a lot here in the last few weeks, and it's like this, I truly am grateful and appreciative outside of this world for all the little blessings, all my little protectors, silently, loudly, in the front lines, in the back lines, whatever. I'm very, very blessed and grateful, okay? But it's time for people to step up in reference to protection or what side of the fence you're on. I see so often enough, people like to have their feet on both sides. They like to play both sides of the fence, right? To where they're not actually bad people because they're on both sides, so they can't be bad people. And that's not really how this thing called life works. It's either one side or the other. You either stand up for what's right out loud, or you just stay in line with the rest of them. You can't do battle of the both. Either you stand with your morals, you stand with your dignity, you stand with your grace, you stand with your sovereignty. You treat people fairly, you treat people honorably. You don't buy into the illusions. You don't play your part in the illusions. And you go on about your merry way. Or you on the other side, where you're taking your little side hustles, you're locked in whatever, they're blackmailing you, they're coercing you, you're getting side gigs, whatever. You're on this side and you're playing into the illusion. You're playing into the Truman Show. You're playing your character role. Whether it be on the roads, be it on the screen, in business establishments, whatever. In family dynamics, right? You know that answer, right? I'm just to a place where it's like, I'm beyond blessed for the people that I have in my life physically, for the companies that I work for my coworkers, and for the friendship that I have. I don't have many friendships, but there is one particular friendship that I'm beyond blessed for. And that'll be it. That people actually stand with me physically, even with the eye sneers, even when we walk into establishments, even when we travel, right? With the chaos that surrounds us when we go places. But she's still with me, through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And don't think I don't recognize the ones that are around still playing their part, right? And it's one of those things. I don't need protection. I appreciate the offer, but I prefer you protect me loudly. I prefer you stand up for what's right, and whatever venture that looks like for you. I'd prefer not to have people behind me with their dancing on both sides, right? And whatever we got going on in this world, this Truman Show, right? Because it's going to take all of us individually to stand up against this. The imbalancing of the scales are clear, And so often people go down this rabbit hole inside their head of their story, of their testimony, of their life, and all the trials and tribulations that they have been through. So because they have walked through all those things, it is okay for them to go into the world and do the things that they do, say the things that they say, be a part of the things that they're a part of. And that's not how it works. You don't walk through trials and tribulations and heartache and pain and betrayal and illnesses and deaths, because I've been through all of that too. You don't walk through those things so you can then go into this world and be corrupt and be deceptive. That's not how life works. That's not the design plan. It's not you walk through those things and then that gives you a green light and an excuse in your mind that you're not a bad person. So because you've walked through all these things, it's okay for you to go into this world and not be fair, not live in truth, not be on the right side of right, not tear people down for no reason, not believe a story that's done in the back instead of going to the source, not collecting your checks and your vouchers so you can play your part. I mean, any part of that, I just wish people could explain to me. I want to understand, truthfully. I really would like to understand. Because I'm not trying to overgeneralize. I understand how these people operate. I've been surrounded by them my entire life. Believe me, I understand. They're very compelling. They're extremely compelling. They'll go at all costs. They will backdoor you. They will blackball you. They will push you in a corner and you have no way out. You just have to tread water. And they'll sit back and laugh. Believe me, I know how these people operate. They will go at all odds. And they'll completely tear your life apart. I know. So I guess on the grand scheme of things, I guess that puts people in their place where they have to fall in line. I guess I get that. I just didn't have an option, But that's kind of the designated plan for me. It was to not have an option. So all of these things could be unveiled. All the dirt, all the nastiness in this country. That's the whole reason why everything has unraveled the way that it has. For the unveilings, the unmasking, for people's true colors to come out. What they're truly a part of, what they're truly associated with, how they truly live their life. If they're actually moving in humility and they're moving in humbleness, or are they in their ivory towers, pretending that they're humble? I love that. Charlie woke up to all of this there at the end. That last month,